I guess it is time for some news. So we should probably talk about the elephant in the room. Well, one of the 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Right.
LeRon, it's finally happening.
Yeah.
Gaming's all digital turn. PlayStation has officially unveiled that 2028, they will stop making disc-based games. The game industry is officially staring down an all-digital future, highlighting a massive announcement from Sony starting in January 2028. PlayStation will completely discontinue physical disc production for all new games, essentially confirming that the PlayStation 6 is going to be a digital-only console. Driven by consumer habits, where digital downloads recently made up a staggering 78% of their full game sales, Sony is looking to slash manufacturing costs and streamline operations. While this is great for their profit margins and eliminates logistical headache of physical retail, it's a massive blow to brick and mortar stores and the traditional secondhand used game market. You know what else? You know who else this really kills? And I was thinking about this in the car on the way home, and I was telling Stephanie about this.
Who's this? Who is it?
Companies like Limited Run and Super Rare Games and I Am 8-Bit, because now they can only rely on the Switch and Switch 2 versions of games.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. And like the disc pressing manufacturers in like Indiana and, in New Mexico and like some of the other places around the United States where some of these games get pressed, like there's going to be a lot of jobs lost from this, not just from, the discs going away, but like Limited Run's going to have a lot smaller operation now, or they're going to have to really double and triple up on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 games.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even think of that. Because that was not one of the talking points I was going to bring up behind this whole thing.
Yeah, I only said that because I saw the yesterday the Tomb Raider Switch 2 physical edition from Limited Run, and I was like, oh yeah. And then I was kind of like thinking about getting it because I like Tomb Raider, but like this is really going to affect those companies. I mean, Xbox has already been using them to do certain SKUs of AAA games anyway. But if Helix is digital only and PlayStation is digital only, PlayStation, it does make sense though for PlayStation if they're going to have that handheld also though, right? Like, technically that makes sense because you probably can't play physical discs in that thing,
right?
But still, man, this is a huge blow. I don't know, man. I mean, and then you think of all like the extra stuff, like the steelbooks that go to like Best Buy and Walmart, get special edition steelbooks for these games, and I just sent Stephanie a link for Onimusha's steelbook pre-order variant went up on Amazon. I'm sure she already saw it though. She's like, if something's ready to pre-order, she's on it already. But like, you even think of things like that, or man, there's just so much that goes into this that people aren't even thinking about, which are the only things I am thinking about apparently.
Here's something I want to say on this. In all seriousness, I mean, like, if we're being realistic here, like, we all kind of knew this was coming. It's just a little jarring that Sony is the one, to like kind of rip the Band-Aid off, even though technically Nintendo has kind of ushered this in with the game key cards and all that BS, and stuff. Like, it is what it is, Like, yeah, we were already agonizing about games in previous generations that was just a code on the disc, an unlock code on the disc, basically, that communicated to the servers to download this stuff and everything, right? But actually, I feel like where this got a lot of traction, because I put a lot of thought into this, like, after I heard the news about this, is like this comes on the heels of Rockstar saying that, the premiere of Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be digital only. And if we look at a couple of things, with a magnifying glass, GTA 6 was built on PlayStation Pro hardware. And so I'm sitting here thinking to myself that, GTA 6 is going to be the proving ground. Like, I mean, like we said in the last episode that, GTA 6 is going to sell phenomenal numbers and stuff like that. There's not going to be any arguments about this whole, digital only, like premiere for the game and stuff like that. And I think Sony is hedging bets that, Grand Theft Auto 6 will be what solidifies the whole thing of just like having a digital only ecosystem. Let's also think about this, right?